Hello crochet enthusiast, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this one arm crop top. For this tutorial you'll need medium weight yarn, scissors, 3mm crochet hook, dunny needle and measuring tape. This top has three parts, the front part, the back part and an arm. The front part and the back part are identical to each other and I've already made one, so I'm going to show you how to make the other one. You're going to begin by making a slip knot, so grab your yarn and wrap it around your finger twice. Then take the first loop and place it over the second loop. Then take the second loop and place it over the loop which was the first one originally, and you're going to tighten that knot. Consequently, you're going to grab your crochet hook and insert it in the knot and pull the short tail to tighten. We're now going to make a foundation chain. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the knot. So a loop has formed, yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop. So this is going to be the ridge at the bottom of the top. I'm going to make a foundation chain of 10. After chaining 10, I'm going to block my 10th chain with my finger and add 2 more chains. Next, you're going to yarn over and go into the chain that you blocked. Insert your hook inside the chain, pull the yarn through the chain. You should have 3 loops on your crochet hook. You're going to yarn over again and pull through all the 3 loops. That's a half double crochet. Yarn over and insert your hook in the next chain. Then you're going to pull the yarn through the chain. You should have 3 loops on your crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. So that is going to be the pattern until the end of this row. You're going to make half double crochets in every chain until the end of this row. This is how it looks like, and to begin the next row, we're going to chain 2. Next, we're going to yarn over and go into the first stitch, the first one, because the chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch. Go into that first stitch at the back loop. Normally we go through the 2 loops, but now you're going to go at the back loop and make a half double crochet, just like that. Following, you're going to make 1 half double crochet in every stitch until the end of this row. I'm going to end up with 10 half double crochets at the end of the row. We are here at the end of the row. Make sure to not miss that last stitch. So I've made my last half double crochet and you can see we've made a ridge. To begin the next row, we're going to chain 2, turn our work and go into the first stitch and make a half double crochet. Then you're going to go into the next stitch and make another half double crochet. You'll be making 1 half double crochet in every stitch until the end of this row. Let's proceed to create this section now. Now we'll be working in this direction, and to begin the row we are going to chain 1. I'll create a single crochet in each row, more or less. You're going to continue with this pattern until the end of this row. I'll meet you here. To begin the next row, you're going to chain 2. The chain 2 isn't counted as a stitch. You're going to turn your work and you're going to prepare for a half double crochet in the first stitch. After yarning over, insert your hook into all the loops of the stitch and complete a half double crochet. Yarn over and go into the next stitch and create a half double crochet. Yarn over, go into the next stitch and create a half double crochet. You're going to create a standard half double crochet in each stitch until you reach the end of this row. To begin the next row, you're going to chain 2 and then you're going to turn your work and prepare for a standard half double crochet in the first stitch. Yarn over and go into the next stitch and prepare for a half double crochet. Go into the next stitch and prepare for a half double crochet, and the next one and prepare for a half double crochet. So you're going to be repeating this pattern of 1 half double crochet in every stitch until the end of this row. I'll meet you here. Here I am at the end of the row and I'm creating my last half double crochet. Chain 2 and turn your work. Then you're going to go into the first stitch and create a half double crochet. Yarn over and go into the next stitch and create a half double crochet. Make 1 half double crochet in each stitch until you reach the end of this row. Here I am at the end of the row and I'm making my last half double crochet. You're going to repeat the previous rows over and over again until you get your desired fit. I worked on mine for a length of 5 inches. My ridge part was 2 inches, by the way. We are now going to crochet the bodice, the upper chest, and for me it measures 5.5 inches. To locate the midpoint of our crochet project, fold it in half and mark the center. For precise result, determine the total number of stitches and divide by 2. We're going to continue creating half double crochets, but this time we'll stop at the center. You're going to chain 2 and turn your work. Then you're going to make a half double crochet in the first stitch, and you're going to continue creating half double crochets in every stitch until you reach the center. So I'm going to meet you here. I've reached the center of the piece. Chain 2. This row is going to be a little different. The top's edge will remain straight. The middle section will begin to slant diagonally. After the chain 2, you're going to turn your work and we are now going to reduce. So go into the first stitch, yarn over and go into the first stitch, pull the yarn through the stitch, and you should have 3 loops on your crochet hook. Go into the next stitch, pull the yarn through the stitch, and you should have 4 loops on your crochet hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all the 4 loops. You've executed 1 half double crochet decrease. Go into the next stitch and create a half double crochet. So now you're going to be creating 1 half double crochet in every stitch until the end of this row. I'll meet you here. I've reached the end of the row and I'm going to place my last half double crochet of this row. Following, you're going to chain 2 and then you're going to turn your work and go into the first stitch and make a half double crochet. Go into the next stitch and make a half double crochet, and you're going to be placing 1 half double crochet until you're left with 2 stitches because you are decreasing at the middle section. So I'll meet you here. Here I am and I'm going to decrease. Go into the stitch, pull the yarn through the stitch, go into the next stitch, pull the yarn through the stitch. You should have 4 loops on your hook. Pull through all the 4 loops. To begin the next row, chain 2 and turn your work. Then we're going to decrease this part and we're going to yarn over and go into the first stitch and pull the yarn through the stitch. You should have 3 loops. Go into the next and pull the yarn and yarn over and pull through the 4 loops. Following, make 1 half double crochet in every stitch until you reach the end of this row. So I'll meet you here. I'm at the end and I'm going to make my final half double crochet. Following, you're going to chain 2, turn your work and go into the first stitch and make a half double crochet. Then you're going to go into the next stitch and make a half double crochet, and go into every stitch and make 1 half double crochet until you're left with 2 stitches. I'll meet you here. I'm going to decrease, insert your hook in the stitch, then in the next stitch, yarn over and pull through all the 4 loops. You can now see what's happening, and you're going to continue with this pattern over and over again until you reach the width of your shoulder. So I had 25 stitches and I think I reduced until I had 10 stitches, but reduce till you reach the width of your shoulder width. Next, we are going to be creating the arm. So you're going to be attaching your arm on the right side. On the right side, guys. Make a slip knot and attach your crochet hook to your project. Attach where the seams meet. You're going to chain 1. You can put a stitch marker or a bobby pin on the chain 1 so you don't confuse the first stitch. Single crochet in any noticeable stitch that you observe. You'll do that all the way around and I'm going to meet you here, right here. Once you reach the end, I'm going to close the round with a slip stitch and I will slip stitch in the first single crochet that I made, just like that. Then you're going to chain 2. The chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch, so you're going to turn your work. Please turn your work, and in the first stitch you're going to make a half double crochet. You're then going to place a stitch marker if you don't want to confuse the first stitch. Then in the next stitch, make a half double crochet. In the next one, make a half double crochet, and you're going to be making 1 half double crochet in every stitch until the end of this row. So I'm going to meet you here. Slip stitch in the first stitch to close the round. This row is going to be a little different. You're going to chain 2 as usual and turn your work. Then you're going to make a half double crochet in your first stitch. And then you're going to half double crochet in every stitch, but before you reach the end of the round, I want you to make 1 half double crochet decrease. It's not important where you make this half double crochet decrease. Just make sure that you make a decrease in this round anywhere. After the decrease, continue making 1 half double crochet in every stitch. I've reached the end of this round, and I'm going to close this round with a slip stitch on the first single crochet. You're going to chain 2, turn your work, and create a half double crochet in the first stitch. But from now henceforth, you're going to reduce in every round. Make 1 reduction. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as you make that reduction. Now we're going to make the ridge at the bottom of the arm. You're going to make a chain of 10. Once I have my 10 chains, I'm going to block the 10th chain and add 2 more chains. Prepare for half double crochet in the chain that you blocked. Then you're going to make 1 half double crochet in every chain until the end of this row. After you're done, you're going to make a slip stitch. You see from where the chain is coming from, skip 2 stitches and in the 3rd stitch make a slip stitch. Following, you're going to make slip stitches in the next 2 stitches. That's my first slip stitch and that's my second slip stitch. Then you're going to turn your work, and in the first stitch you're going to make a back loop half double crochet. Then you're going to make 1 back loop half double crochet in every stitch until you reach the top. I'm going to have 10 because my chain 2 didn't count as a stitch. Once you've completed this row, you're going to chain 2 and then turn your work and go into the first stitch and make a back loop half double crochet. Go into the next stitch and you're going to make a back loop half double crochet. You'll be making 1 back loop half double crochet in every stitch until you reach the bottom. I'm at the bottom from where the chain is coming out. Skip 2 stitches and in the 3rd stitch make a slip stitch. Make slip stitches in the next 2 stitches. That's my first one and that's my second slip stitch. Then turn your work and you're going to prepare for a half double crochet at the back loop of the first stitch, and you'll continue with the pattern until you reach the top part. So you're going to continue with this pattern until the end of this row. I'll meet you over here. There. We are now going to close this part, but remember on the arm we were working on the right side, so I'm turning my work to the wrong side so that the bulk of the seam can be on the wrong side. After you've turned your work to the wrong side, you're going to attach your crochet hook and you're going to chain 1 and insert your crochet hook in the first stitch and in the first stitch of the other side as well. I'm going to be attaching this side with a single crochet. So I'll be attaching in every stitch with a single crochet until the bottom. So I'll meet you once you're done. Chain 1 and cut off your yarn. Turn your work to the right side. We're going to be making that strap at the top. So at the edge where the seams meet, you're going to count 2 stitches from the edge and insert your crochet hook there. Chain 2 and you're going to prepare for a half double crochet in the first stitch. And then in the second stitch, you're going to make a half double crochet. Following, you're going to chain 2, you're going to turn your work, and in the first stitch, you're going to make a half double crochet. Then in the next stitch, you're going to make a half double crochet. You're going to chain 2 and in the first stitch make a half double crochet, and in the second stitch make a half double crochet. I'm done with my stitches and I've turned my work because when we are attaching, we want the bulk to be on the wrong side. We are done. Like and subscribe to let me know you want more videos like this one, and follow me on social media at Not Kisses.